Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. I know it's been a long time since my last tutorial, but today I want to show you some crafting action again. This is a two-parted video tutorial with a step-by-step instruction for my Tyrande Breastplate. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Before we get started, I would like to show you my blueprint which I created in Adobe Illustrator. This pattern is inspired by the concept art of Blizzard, and I will use this one as a basic guideline for my breastplate. I'm using my plastic mannequin for the basic shape of the breastplate, but you can also use a curved sheet of thick cardboard instead. Take a roll of clear tape and attach the entire blueprint. Everything should be covered carefully before we get started with step 2. It's time for our basic breastplate construction. I'm using Worblas Finest Art for this step, but you can use almost any other thermoplastic. Worbla is a heat-activated material which gets soft and flexible as soon as it reaches a temperature about 90 degrees Celsius. I'm using 2 sheets of Worbla for this step and a heat gun to warm it up. The surface gets sticky and you can connect both sheets. You should use a small baking mat underneath, but you can also use baking paper to protect your workspace. Stick the smooth sides to each other and press them down to prevent bubbles in between the layers. Be careful, Worbla gets really hot sometimes and you can hurt yourself. Transfer the basic design with a ball pen and cut the Worbla while it's still warm. I actually prefer nail scissors because the curves look a lot smoother and cleaner, but that's just a personal preference. Put all pieces onto your mannequin using the template as a general guideline. Work in smaller pieces and connect them one after another. Let's attach some fancy gemstones. You can use super glue, hot glue or even small Worbla leftovers to attach them on top of your basic build. These gems are self-made, please check out my resin gemstone tutorial for some further informations. I really like to give them a clean edge. This is the perfect moment to create some Worbla sausages. I like to recycle tiny Worbla scraps and roll them out like cookie dough. You can create different sizes with this method, but I just needed some smaller sausages for the breastplate. I carefully put the Worbla roll around the stone. This should be as warm as possible so you can press everything down with your modeling tools. I just cutted some of those tiles for the top part right above my collarbone. It's very simple to maintain an overview if you mark all tiles. I can highly recommend some wooden modeling tools for this step. Our basic build is done. This doesn't look very clean right now, but don't worry, we will add some pretty details in step 3. It's my first time working with Epoxy Sculpt, but it's such a beginner-friendly material, so don't be afraid, it's super easy to work with. This clay works basically like every other modeling clay, but it's highly adhesive, doesn't shrink, and it's really hard and durable. It self-hardens within 24 hours, so all you need is part A and B of your epoxy clay, a bowl with water, 2 wooden sticks or spoons. So as you can see, part B is colored in a medium grey and is a lot thicker than part A. On the other hand, part A is almost white and feels really soft. So what are we gonna do now? Remove a piece of clay from the first container and pick an equal amount of clay from the second one. Just to make that clear, never ever use the same stick for both containers. As soon as part A and B get mixed together, the hardening process begins. Both portions should be mixed carefully till the mixture reaches a solid light grey. I simply printed my template a second time and put it underneath my transparent baking mat. With this method you will get a rough estimate of the amount of clay you need for the single pieces. Just to let you know, I sculpted most of the pieces with my fingers and some water. This way I can create the basic shape of each piece in a short amount of time. For a nice and clean finish, I like to use some wooden modeling tools. Especially this pointy tool is really helpful for smaller areas. I own many different modeling tools, but I actually use the same ones every time. There are different versions available, like plastic ones, wooden modeling tools or silicone tips. All of them are coming in different sizes and shapes. These are my favorites, to be honest, but this is just a personal preference. Just try different ones so you can find the one that works best for your project and your needs. If you added too much clay, you can simply chop it off with a pair of scissors, or you can use a modeling loop tool to remove some material. The smaller snail ends of this breastplate are really difficult. I used my pointy modeling tool for this step and some more water to smooth some tiny pieces of clay. You will need some patience and practice to create those small parts, but it's definitely worth it. Just to tell you one general tip, and this is probably the most important one, don't do the details in one day. I just did some tiny parts every day and let them dry overnight. It's a lot easier to add more details when you don't have to worry about soft details which can be damaged while you are working on the next area. You should start really tiny details like these wave patterns after the frame is fully hardened. I add a small piece of clay and use the pointy end of my modeling tool to stick it onto the wobbler. Add water to smooth the edges and slightly use your fingers for a final touch-up. The finished piece should look like this when you are done. The epoxy parts are really smooth, but the wobbler parts should be primed to reach a nice surface. There are several ways and different materials which can be used to prime a breastplate, but my favorite one is spray primer. Therefore, we have to cover both gemstones with some paper tape first. It's fast, easy and beginner friendly. You should always use it in a well-ventilated area and wear a protection mask for your own safety. I also cover the whole ground with paper to protect the floor. Always read the instructions of your product first, because there is actually no standard when it comes to spray primer. So I like to get started with a thin base coat and cover the entire surface with a solid movement and enough spray distance. My primer has a really short drying time. After 30 minutes I could add another layer. I added 5 coats in total to reach a clean surface. Time for the next step, and definitely one of my favorite parts. I like to remove my paper cover now, basically because I like to paint the edges of my gems as well. But you can also leave it this way till the end of the paint job. If you haven't pressed the edges of the paper tape properly, the primer might run underneath your cover. You can remove primer leftovers with some nail polish remover, but the gems might lose their glow this way. I simply sand the entire surface with a fine sandpaper and smooth it with a Dremel polish tip afterwards. I like to get started with the shadows and add black acrylic paint with a soft brush first. If you watched some of my other crafting videos, you might know how much I like the silver wax from Pebeo. I add a tiny amount of wax with an old sock, gently rub the color onto the higher parts of the breastplate. This is a really beginner-friendly and fast method for a clean paint job. I also like to use an old paintbrush and a really thin coat of wax on some of the darker areas as well. Now we just need to protect our paint job and add a nice glow. This step should be done outside or in a well-ventilated area of your house. Cover your workspace with some paper and add a thin coat of clear spray paint on top. So we are done with the basic breastplate. Check out part 2 of this tutorial for the color and the attachment of my breastplate. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take a closer look at the video description down below for all products and feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions left. Thank you guys for watching.